Hey people, it's me Monica. Welcome back to this channel that is Moni Super Classes. I hope you all are doing really great. Today I am again with you with a new topic, that is how to calculate taxable income of the firm, which is particularly part of the direct tax. I guess that is so long for the intro, so let's just dive in. But before that, I would love to say that if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that you will be keep updated whenever I post a new videos on this channel. One more thing, my explanation in this video will be in both languages, but I'm starting with the English and then move on the Hindi explanation. So you can pause the video, read the question by yourself. Meanwhile, I'll also read the question for you. It says the profit and loss statement of the company of this and XYZ is a member, and this is the profit and loss statement account. Okay, cost of goods sold is 15,70,000. One more thing, there are little error over here, let me just correct it. 15 lakh over here. Okay, 15 lakh 70,000. Okay, remuneration of these partners 3 lakh, 2 lakh, 1 lakh respectively. Sales we have 27 lakh. Rent of the house property is 1 lakh, and interest on the debenture is 1,20,000. And this is the other details or other variables of the profit and loss statement accounts. You can read by yourself. And the net profit is 1 lakh, and total of the debit and credit side of the same profit and loss statement account is 29 lakh 20,000. Move on to the other additional information or the detail regarding the questions. On the scrutiny, it was find out that the firm purchased a raw material from W is the brother of Mr. X. Amount is 42,000, but the market value is 38,000, and bill was in cash on 5th August 2016. 1st December 2016, firm pay outstanding custom duty 80,000, and the previous year 2015 to 2016. Okay, so as a amount pertain to the previous year 2015-16, so it has not been debited to the aforesaid profit and loss account. Z is not a working partner. Salary has been given as per the partnership, and the interest on the capital to partner not deductible under the section of 40B 25,000. The firm own a house, and of course its key ground floor is used for the business purpose, and the first floor is used on rent. The municipal taxes were due on 31st March 2017. That was paid on 1st July 2017, not August. So we have to calculate profit of the firm assessment year of 2015 and 16. But let me recapitulate the same explanation of the question in Hindi language. So profit and loss of the same company XYZ given है 31st March 2017. So we can almost analyze that this is the end date ना 31st March 2017. So it will started on 2016 to 2017. So this is the profit and loss statement की profit and loss statement है 2017 2016 और 2017 की. cost of goods sold 15,70,000, sales 27,000. आप देख सकते हैं ये सब चीज़ें given है. other details पे डायरेक्टली मूव ऑन कर लेते हैं. तो ये पाया गया स्क्रूटनाइज करते हुए कि जो फर्म ने परचेज किया था रॉ मटेरियल, उसकी वैल्यू थी 42,000 रुपये. वो भी क्रेडिट पे किया था डब्लू से. डब्लू जो है एक्स का भाई. और लेकिन मार्केट वैल्यू थी 38,000. और जो बिल हमने जब पे किया था वो कैश में किया है 5 अगस्त 2016 को. 1 दिसंबर 2016 को फर्म ने आउटस्टैंडिंग कस्टम ड्यूटी पे की थी. लाइबिलिटी वो 80,000 के करीब. लेकिन ये जो लाइबिलिटी थी ये प्रीवियस ईयर को बिलोंग करती थी, और हमने वो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस स्टेटमेंट में ना ऐड भी नहीं की थी. जेड वर्किंग पार्टनर नहीं है. सैलरी जेड को गिवन है, दी गई है, सभी पार्टनर्स को दी गई है पार्टनरशिप डीड के अकॉर्डिंग. इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल और पार्टनर्स का डिडक्टेबल नहीं है 25,000. फर्म ओन करती है हाउस, और ग्राउंड फ्लोर जो है वो यूज़ किया गया है बिजनेस पर्पज़ के लिए, और जो फर्स्ट फ्लोर है वो हमने किराए पे दे रखा है फर्म ने. ठीक है. और म्यूनसिपल जो टैक्सेस हैं ड्यू है 31st मार्च 2017 को, और फर्म पे करती है 1st जुलाई 2017 को. Now move on to the solution. So in order to solution, we have to start with the net profit, which is given on the profit and loss statement account. You can see over here. Then we have to add inadmissible expenses. What is inadmissible expenses? Let me tell you. Inadmissible expenses are those expenses which we haven't added in a previous year, but for the assessment year 2017 to 2018 we have to take into consideration. Okay, so payment of W in the excess. So let me take you to the other information. I hope this is under the frame. Let me check. it is. तो यहाँ पर you can see over here the amount of bill 42,000 and but the market value is 38,000. What is the difference? 4,000 we have to take into consideration the excess amount we paid, and the 38,000 we paid in the cash. That is also we need to take into account. You can see 4,000 the excess one, and the cash payment we did 38,000. Okay. Interest on the capital disallowed. Interest on the capital disallowed over here, this statement. Okay, 25,000 we have to take into consideration interest on capital, we have to add it back to the net profit. And next we have a municipal taxes of the house properties 5,000. You can read the statement. It says only a first floor given on rent na, so the whole 50% property we given on rent, so the municipal taxes of the house property we have to pay a 5,000 only, not the 10,000. And remuneration to the partner 6 lakh. Go back to the same profit and loss statement account. This is a remuneration in totally 6 lakh for the each of the partner, so we have to add it back to the net profit. So add all the variables, all the inadmissible expenses, add 6,72,000 to this 1 lakh, and resulted in 7,72,000. Then move on to the what we have to deduct from the amount. Okay, what we have to deduct, we have to deduct the income we arise. So income rent on the house property. Go back to the profit and loss statement account. We have to deduct our rent 1 lakh. We have to also deduct the interest on debenture 1,20,000. Okay, and we also deduct the custom duties. You can see 80,000. This is the outstanding custom liability, so we have to also deduct from the net profit this 80,000. Here, so addition of these three variables is 3 lakh. We have to deduct 3 lakh from the 7,72,000, and the resultant or the book profit is 4,72,000. Okay, so over here we arrive to the book profit. And now let me teach you what we have to make an adjustment. For the adjustment, first okay, so first we have our goal is to find out the gross annual profit. Okay, this is the book profit. In order to find a gross and not a gross annual profit, if first would say, we have to find the income of the firm under the business and profession. So this is the book profit. We have to deduct the remuneration of the partners. Okay, because remuneration is kind of liability to the firm. So how to find the remuneration of the partner for the firm? For that, let me take to you working note number 1. So okay, let me teach you the criteria or the formula. So we have to find a remuneration. First, in order to find a remuneration of the partner, first we have to take a net profit, book profit. Okay, book profit. So the criteria is, first, either 3 lakh we have to take into consideration in case of profit, or 1,50,000 in case of loss, or 90% of 3 lakh, whichever B is higher. Let me just confirm, is this under the frame or not? Fair enough, it is under the frame. Okay, so whichever be higher, and remaining, whatever remaining is left, we have to charge a 60% on the remaining amount. Okay, this is how we calculate the remuneration of the partners of the firm. So we know that we arrive a book profit This is a 4,72,000. So first we have to apply 90% on the 3 lakh, resulting in 2,70,000, and remaining is 1,72,000. We have to apply 60% on this 1,72,000, resulting in 1,03,200, and we have to add it back these two terms. Resultant would be 3,73,200. Okay, now this is the remuneration. This is a liability for the firm. So we have to deduct 3,72,000 from the book profit of the firm. So remuneration of the partners. How much? 3,72,000, 73,200. Three lakh 73,000. 200. Resultant is 98,800. Okay, this is a remuneration. So we know that after deducting a remuneration of each of the partners from this book profit, we arrive to the, what is this? This is income under the head of business and profession. Okay, this is working note number 1, and this is income under head of business and profession. Excuse me. Business and profession. $98,800. Okay, this is the one of the head of salary. You must know, I guess. And for second, we have to take into consideration income under the head of house property. Okay, so what is the income under the head of house property? Let's just find out. In order to find income under the house property, first go back to this rent of the house property. So rent of the house property is like a income to us, income to the firm, because firm give a first floor to the on let out now, first floor to the rent. So this is the income to the firm. So we take a 1 lakh first as a gross annual value. Make an adjustment. Let's just make an adjustment with a different pen. Let's just take a red. Okay, so the gross annual value 1 lakh. Okay, we have to deduct our municipal taxes from it. Deduct our municipal taxes. For it, nil. We don't have to deduct municipal taxes over here. Okay, nil. Nothing is given. And we also then after this is a gross annual value. After deducting a municipal taxes, we arrive with the net annual value. Which is again 1 lakh. Fine. And from it we have to deduct a standard rent. So remember, standard rent apply on the net annual value always a 30%. standard deduction. It's not a rent, we used to call it standard deduction. 30% on 1 lakh. 30% apply on the net annual value, which is a 30,000. So after deducting it, whatever is come out, we is used to known as income under the head of house property. It is a 70,000. So 70,000 is a income under house property. So 70,000. Okay. I guess let me change the color of the pen so that it easier for us when we add it back. And this is 70,000. We just arrive over here. Okay. And what head we left with? We left with income under the head other sources. Okay. So what is come under the other sources? All the tax, interest, all the dividend, all the unexpected income. So anything which we cannot include under the head of salary, under the head of house property, under the head of business and profession. So whatever is left, we include in this category. Last one is income under the head of other sources. So we know that we getting a interest on debenture 1,20,000. I can show you, take you back to the question. You can see here, this is 1,20,000 is a interest. So we include this in the head of other sources. So that's it. Then we have to added all the heads. We arrive to the gross annual gross total income. Gross total income. Okay. We have to add 1,20,000, 70,000, 98,800. Every head of the salary or income. If you added these three heads, you will arrive this sum, which is 2,88,800. Okay ji. And then now we know that this is gross annual income. We have to deduct some deduction if it is applied. Deduction under section 80C to 80U. So nothing is given over here in this question, so deduction is nil, and hence we reach to the total income of the firm. Total income of the firm, which is 2,88,800. Now this is the total income of the firm. This is the answer. Total taxable income of the firm. Assessment year 2017-2018 as per given in the question. This is the answer. So over here we end this question. So let me explain the same solution in the Hindi language. तो हमें क्वेश्चन में गिवन था नेट प्रॉफिट, तो हमने नेट प्रॉफिट से स्टार्ट करेंगे. पहले अगर हमें टोटल टैक्सेबल इनकम निकालनी है फर्म की, तो 1 लाख है नेट प्रॉफिट. ठीक है, उसमें हमने ऐड करा इन एडमिसेबल एक्सपेंसेस. ठीक है, तो इन एडमिसेबल एक्सपेंसेस में हमने, आप लोग यहाँ देखिए, पहली स्टेटमेंट में गया कि रॉ मटेरियल हमने 42,000 में खरीदा है और 48,000 था उसका क्या मार्केट वैल्यू. तो डिफरेंस कितना है? 4,000. तो पहले जो ज़्यादा पे किया है हमने वो हमें ऐड करना पड़ेगा. और 38,000 38,000 क्या है, हमने कैश में पे किया, हमें वो ऐड बैक करना पड़ेगा। इनएडमिसिबल एक्सपेंस वो होते हैं जो हमने पिछले साल ऐड नहीं किए थे लेकिन हमें अब ऐड करना है, क्योंकि हम असेसमेंट ईयर हम टैक्सेबल इनकम कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं फर्म की, जो पहले ऐड नहीं किया वो हम अब ऐड करना है। इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल डिसअलाउ अदर इन्फॉर्मेशन में गिवन है 25,000। म्यूनसिपल टैक्सेस 5,000 क्यों लिया, रीज़न वाई कि हमने रेंट पे सिर्फ हाफ प्रॉपर्टी दी है 50% फर्स्ट फ्लोर, तो हमें 5,000 लेना है। हालांकि गिवन क्वेश्चन में है, स्टेटमेंट में यू कैन सी 10,000 गिवन है यहाँ पर, बट वी टेक ओनली 5,000। ओके, रेमुनरेशन स्टेटमेंट में गिवन है 6 लाख, तो हम ऐड कर देंगे 1 लाख में 6,72,000, तो जो रिजल्टेंट आएगा वो 7,72,000 आ जाएगा। उसके बाद हमें ढूंढना है कौन कौन सी इनकम में डिडक्ट करनी है। रेंट ऑफ हाउस प्रॉपर्टी स्टेटमेंट में गिवन है, इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिबेंचर स्टेटमेंट में गिवन है, अदर इन्फॉर्मेशन में गिवन है कस्टम ड्यूटी 80,000। हम इनको ऐड करके 3 लाख को माइनस कर देंगे 7,72,000 में, हम बुक प्रॉफिट पे आ गए। अब है सारा खेल, अब क्योंकि हम बुक प्रॉफिट पे आ गए, अब हमें क्या निकालनी है, हमें इनकम निकालना है। अगर बुक प्रॉफिट में से हम जो रेमुनरेशन हम अपने फर्म्स जो एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं उनको पे कर रहे हैं, तो वो तो फर्म के लिए होगी लाइबिलिटी, तो हमें वो माइनस करना है रेमुनरेशन ऑफ द पार्टनर। अब रेमुनरेशन का क्या क्राइटेरिया होता है, इसके लिए मैं आपको लेके चलती हूँ वर्किंग नोट नंबर 1 में। आप देखो, रेमुनरेशन निकालने के लिए हमें बुक प्रॉफिट की फर्स्ट वी नीड अ बुक प्रॉफिट, तो बुक प्रॉफिट हमने निकाल लिया जो कि है 4,72,000 रुपये। क्राइटेरिया ये होता है, अगर प्रॉफिट के केस में तो 3 लाख ले लो, अगर लॉस है तो 1,50,000 रुपये ले लो, या फिर 90,000 ले लो 3 लाख के, इनमें से जो भी ज़्यादा होता है वो लेते हैं, और जो रिमेनिंग अमाउंट रह जाती है उस पर से 60% हम अप्लाई करते हैं। तो ऐसे ही हमने 3 लाख पर 90,000 रुपये जो कि 2,70,000 है, उसके बाद रिमेनिंग पे 60% हमने अप्लाई किया है, 1,03,200 आया, हमने ऐड कर दिया। तो जो हमारी रेमुनरेशन आ गई तीनों पार्टनर्स की, एक्स वाई की टेक्निकली, क्योंकि जेड तो वर्किंग है भी नहीं, तो 3,73,200। तो हमको इसको अमाउंट को माइनस करना है बुक प्रॉफिट में से, क्योंकि हमें फाइंड आउट करनी है इनकम ऑफ द बिजनेस अंडर द बिजनेस एंड प्रोफेशन। तो हमने यहाँ पर ही डिडक्ट किया और यहाँ पर आंसर निकल गया 98,800। ओके, दिस इज़ द हेड ऑफ बिजनेस एंड प्रोफेशन। उसके बाद हमें फाइंड आउट करना है इनकम अंडर द हेड ऑफ हाउस प्रॉपर्टी। हाउस प्रॉपर्टी का 70,000 ये कैसे आया, चल यहाँ पर हमें इसके लिए इनकम ऑफ हाउस प्रॉपर्टी के हेड के लिए पहले हमें चाहिए ग्रोस एनुअल वैल्यू। अब ये जो 1 लाख है ये गिवन है यहाँ पर, आप देख लो क्वेश्चन में 1 लाख रुपए जो रेंट है, तो ये हो गई हमारी ग्रोस एनुअल वैल्यू। अब ग्रोस एनुअल वैल्यू जब है, इसमें से अगर मैं म्यूनसिपल टैक्सेस माइनस करती हूँ जो कि गिवन भी नहीं है, तो नील हम लेंगे, फिर निकल जाएगा हमारा नेट एनुअल वैल्यू जो कि 1 लाख रुपए, वापस से वही आ गया। अब हमें स्टैंडर्ड डिडक्शन तो माइनस करनी पड़ेगी नेट एनुअल वैल्यू में से, जो कि 30% होती है स्टैंडर्ड वन। तो 30% यानी 30,000 रुपये माइनस किए 70,000। अब ये जो 70,000 है ये हमारा आ गया इनकम अंडर द हेड ऑफ हाउस एंड प्रॉपर्टी। अब फिर क्या हुआ, अब हमें तीसरा हेड फाइंड आउट करना है कि अदर सोर्सेज में सारी जो बची कुछ इनकम आ जाती है जो कि अदर सैलरी ऑफ हेड में नहीं आती, जैसे जो सैलरी हेड में नहीं आएगी, हाउस प्रॉपर्टी में नहीं आएगी, बिजनेस प्रोफेशन में नहीं आएगी, तो वो सारी हम अदर सोर्सेज में इंक्लूड कर देते हैं। अब 1,20,000 रुपये गिवन है इंटरेस्ट क्वेश्चन के अंदर, आप स्टेटमेंट में जाके देखिएगा, तो वो हम ले लेते हैं इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिबेंचर 1,20,000 रुपये अंडर द हेड ऑफ अदर सोर्सेज। जब हम तीनों हेड्स को ऐड करेंगे तो 2,88,800 रुपये ये आएगा, एंड देन डिडक्शन, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन में कुछ एज सच गिवन नहीं है तो हम नील लेंगे, तो ये टोटल इनकम हो गई फर्म की 2,88,800। विद दिस आई एंड दिस वीडियो। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग। इफ़ you guys have any doubt regarding the solution in this video, you can ask in the comment section. I would love to resolve that. Till then, I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye.